Hey everyone, this is Hazardous Opinions, and I have my co hosts here with me, Andy and Eric. They're pretty awesome. And we're going to be covering a movie that I really love, and it's called The Rental, and it's from 2020, and it is Dave Franco's directorial debut. So that's
Yeah.
really interesting. And I would say a very, very good first film. Like, I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I'm excited for his career. Very recent one, and especially good timed with the Airbnb industry blowing up.
Yes.
But yeah, this one stars our boy Jeremy Allen White, who we love here on the pod.
Hell yeah.
Got Dan Stevens, Allison Brie, Miss Annie from Community, Sheila Vand, and then Toby Huss in a small role as the caretaker guy. You can find this one on AMC Plus, or you would have to rent it and buy it on Prime. And yeah, for those of you that haven't watched this movie in a while, it's a pretty straightforward premise. We have two couples, Dan Stevens and Allison Brie are together, and then Sheila Vand and Jeremy Allen White. Did I get those two right?
Yes.
Yeah. I almost mixed them up at first. We'll talk about those scenes, but yeah, and they decide to go rent an Airbnb and have a little getaway, and it quickly turns murderous and
Thrilling.
yeah, thrilling. So, what do you guys give this movie?
Eric, what you think?
I thought it was pretty good. I'll give it like a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of those it was a good thriller. Didn't know like what to expect going into it. But like Andy said, like the Airbnb vibes, like after seeing Barbarian, I was like
Yes.
I was really expecting something crazy to be inside that door underneath the house. So I was expecting something like that, but I was pleasantly surprised it wasn't that. It was something worse. So yeah, it was really creative. Good movie.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take the 7 out of 10. That's pretty good for a thriller.
Yeah.
I would probably have to go with, I'm a little biased, but a 9, I would say.
Okay.
It was almost like just a perfect, simple thriller. And those I love. Those are right in my wheelhouse. And I love how it's so contained to just these like 4 people, like kind of basically family members,
Mm-hmm.
And what I love about it too is that it's a very good cast, and you can just roll with these characters just fine instead of just plopping like these random people that you don't really care about in there. It like really dives into character, and the tensions between the characters just adds to this thrilling Airbnb story. And I love that it's a more modern topic that they're going on, and I haven't like seen many. Like you said, Barbarian is the only one that really pops into my head. But yeah, I'd have to give it a 9, and I love this movie. I can just sit and hang with it every time.
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I'm glad I did not see this movie in Barbarian before I went to my first Airbnb last year. Would definitely give me a little more paranoia checking out around the place, especially in the shower head. I wouldn't expect to think of that.
Yeah, that was messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like this. This is a good, very by the book thriller, a good debut by Mr. Franco. And yeah, I give this one probably about 7.2. I liked it.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the 7.2. All right.
Yeah.
It's like your guys' minds are still connected from other episodes.
Yeah, I guess so.
I like our immediate connection to the realism of some of the characters. When we have, was it Charlie is our main guy? Yeah.
Yes.
By Dan Stevens. He's looking over the computer and stuff, and he's looking at Airbnb rentals, or they don't specify the company, but he's looking at rentals, and he's like, "Shit, is that per night?" I'm like, "Yeah, I feel that way too, man."
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, the script just it's really set in reality, I feel. Yeah.
And I was very confused, and I think it was intentional. Now after seeing like the middle of the movie of like Mina leaning over him and stuff, and I'm like, oh, it's a cute couple. And then you see Jeremy Allen White coming in. I'm like, oh, that's not those two aren't dating.
Dude, yeah, you could feel the tension already. Like it kicks off. Like I really like the beginning. It kind of just flows very nice into the Airbnb location, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And the tensions are just definitely felt. And you're like, oh no, there's going to be something going on the side here besides something going down with the Airbnb.
yeah. It did actually surprise me that that Mina wasn't into the affair. Like usually it's like oh, they've been doing it on the side type of thing.
Yeah.
But like she pulls away after they kiss and stuff, and she's like regretful about it. And I like that little difference, not following the standard cliche there.
Yes. Yeah. Like the two people are just totally like, yeah, it's like very mutual, you know, and that like they know what they're doing, but they don't care. I
Yeah.
do enjoy that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think it was it was part of being high and drunk. They were just not thinking normally, I guess. And
Yeah, makes
Right.
bad
for the
decisions.
moment type of thing.
And they're just always in very close proximity to each other, working together. So
Yeah.
that can complicate things for sure. It was kind of it was very natural. It was a natural progression. I mean, wasn't into it, obviously. Didn't like it. It made me very mad. But, you know, do you guys think that was their first time?
I had a question about that for you because I feel like I missed something. I'm like, she seemed super regretful, and she said that can't happen again after the kiss. I'm like, okay, so that was the first time.
I think it was. Yeah.
But then Alison Brie, Michelle, is in the bedroom and sees a video of them having sex. Or was that a different girl?
That
'Cause I
was
didn't
when
see
they
the
were
face.
filmed because the camera was in the shower.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the doing of whoever was filming it, that creepy dude.
Yeah. The killer.
Also,
Was that not Charlie and Mina having sex? Or did I
it was.
see that wrong?
it
Yes.
was.
Okay, so they did
Yeah.
have sex.
Yep.
Yep, in
They
the
did,
shower.
in the
Yeah.
shower.
And I want to say it was the
After
first
that point.
time. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So never
Yeah.
mind.
'Cause-
Yeah, I'm completely against Mina now. She's an asshole.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm against both of them. Exactly.
Okay, I thought it was just the kiss, and I'm like, wait, is that her? I didn't remember them having sex. I missed that scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
you kind of see them get into the shower together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that's
but you
it.
didn't actually see the actual thing going down
The
until
act.
we saw the clip on the TV.
The dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of just revealed that they did on
Yeah.
the video, which I like that part too, that it wasn't shown and then it was shown again, you know?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like
Interesting.
too
That
many
changes-
stories do that.
Yeah, never mind. That changes my viewpoint on Mina a little bit there.
Okay, I'm glad to add somebody to your shit list now. Yeah. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. No, both of them involved in this whole thing were not really
Not great people.
great people. Yeah.
No.
I know our final girl or final boy doesn't have to be, this pure virgin, perfect person, but I was kind of hoping it was going to be Michelle, if any of the four.
I was too. Like, that's the thing about them cheating on Jeremy Allen White and Alison Brie. So,
Yeah.
Michelle and Josh. I was like, okay, it's not like Josh is a super big asshole to you or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then you go and cheat. No, like both of them are really good people. Honestly, like Josh does seem like a fuck up, but he like genuinely seems like he's trying to get his life together and on track. And it's like Charlie, Dan Stevens, he just is already disappointed all the time in him. Like it's like he has no faith in him and kind of looks down on him.
Yeah, yeah. I see where he's protective as the brother, but yeah, he's also a fuck up on his own in relationships, at least.
Dude,
Charlie is.
yeah, when Josh and Michelle are having that conversation about Charlie cheating before, it's like,
Mhm.
oh, okay. You know, it kind of makes a lot more sense. That's what I'm talking about, where they kind of like really they focus on character in here and just
Yeah,
like all these just secrets and stuff going on,
I started
and
to
the
realize
tension just builds. Yeah.
at that point I'm like, oh, he's a serial cheater. Okay.
Yeah, so he can't
Yeah.
fucking help himself. Keep your dick in your pants, Charlie. God damn it.
Yeah.
I love you, Dan Stevens, but I hate your character.
I
But
sorry, go ahead, Derek.
Yeah, speaking of character building or people can't helping themselves, I like that Mina like has instances where she gets really angry and it actually just either makes for an awkward situation or it makes things go terribly.
yes,
The first instance was with the racist landlord or whatever.
the
Yeah.
He was
host.
like,
Yep.
yeah, the host, and he was like with skipping over her application and then getting Charlie's application go through like right away, an hour later. That's messed up.
Mhm.
Yes.
But like he was like on his way out the door. You didn't have to bring it up, but it just kind of made for an awkward situation where he was just like, yeah, well, if you don't like it, you can leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so nothing really got resolved there. But then later, we'll get into that there, but like, yeah, I just thought that was like a little foreshadowing of like her character.
No, very true. Good point there. It's like you want to stand up for yourself, but at the same time, just like let it go. So
Yeah.
it's just a smooth ride. You know, that for me personally, I would just let it go because that's the guy I am. I don't like confrontation or anything, but she was all for it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like all we had to do was just not say anything and we would have made it out of this just fine. I think
Yes,
so anyways. Who
Well,
knows?
I mean, I don't think it would have mattered for their fates because he had nothing to do with it anyways, but
that's very true.
yeah, I guess there would have been the whole bathtub scene that we'll talk about later, but
Hmm.
I I was kind of wondering, like, Charlie made the comment in the car. He's like, "Why are you jumping right to a race thing?" And I also like we didn't have the context yet of what like her last name was, and even though she's Middle Eastern, she's very Caucasian looking. And
Yeah,
why would it be a race thing? And then of
Yeah.
course you meet Taylor, the host, and stuff, and you're like, okay, it's probably a race thing,
yeah. You
but
put two and two together.
but like you don't get that right away, and you're almost like on Charlie's side. At least I was at the start. I'm like,
Same.
I feel like I'm missing some context of why you think this is
Yeah,
going
being
that way.
kind of like being irrational. You kind of
Yeah,
think right away, and then it's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay, no, you have reason. Yeah.
yeah,
Kind of
and then
makes sense.
Taylor confirms it later by saying some pretty racist shit. So
Yeah.
No shit, right?
How'd you get in with this family? It's like what? What kind of question is that?
Dude,
yeah,
the racial tension with him, like he's such an asshole. He pissed me off. I'm like, okay, fuck you.
Yeah.
And who doesn't like dogs?
I know, right?
he likes dogs though.
He does like dogs. That was his brother's idea,
Oh wait,
apparently.
yeah, he did mention that. Yeah, no, that was my bad. I
Yeah.
misplaced that thought.
One of the good red herrings though to make you think that it's all him.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's also what I really enjoy. It's like it's kind of pointing towards him, and you're like, okay, like this might be a little too obvious, and like what's gonna happen, but then boom, turn, you know?
Yep, some mysterious Airbnb strangler.
Yeah, yeah, right. And yeah, can we call him that now?
Yeah.
I like that title for him, Andy. Good job.
The Airbnb Strangler. At it again.
The hash singing,
Yeah.
slash. Please put Dan Stevens in more shit. Even though I hate his character, God, he's just so good.
He's brutally awesome,
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
bro.
yeah, bro.
bro.
Dude, the comedy in here and like how they talk to each other, that's what I was gonna bring up in my notes too. Like that bro, you just brought it up. Like I love that, just that back and forth, and it seems very natural, like something a group would do and talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that it wasn't just the brothers back and forth. The two girlfriends both got into it too.
Yeah, it was like really nice and heartwarming. I'm just like, oh, I like to hang with these guys.
Yeah.
Gross of Gordon Levitt.
I love it. Yeah.
I thought Michelle gave me a good fake out, and I probably should have figured it since they're on a vacation trip. But I thought this was going in a sweeter way. She's like, "I got a surprise for you, Charlie, or for everyone." And
Mhm.
she went to go grab it from her bag. I'm like, "Oh, she's gonna bring out a pregnancy test. Tell me gonna be a family." No, it was drugs.
No,
It
it's
was
just
drugs.
party
Yeah.
hardy, yeah, with a couple PBRs.
I knew it was drugs like right away. It's like, oh, you want to do it tonight? I thought we were going to do it tomorrow night. And then so I'm like,
yeah.
this is totally drugs.
Well, the fact that it was the other girl that was in on it and knew was what made me kind of think it was a pregnancy thing.
Oh, sure.
Oh,
I could
yeah.
understand that. Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
very unexpected from a character like Michelle to bring out drugs. And it's like, yeah, you go, girl. You deserve to party. Your fucking husband's a cheating asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of
That-
sucked that like nobody wanted to do it the second night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
understandably from all three of them that didn't want to. But
Yeah.
you also felt like, oh shit, there's so much like unsaid stuff of the reasoning behind it. You just feel
Yeah.
bad for Michelle because she just got
Yeah.
to party alone now.
Yeah, she has to just party solo. Come on, like she saved it. And she just didn't want to do it that first night. That's perfectly okay. But like,
Yeah.
maybe save it to do it with her, even though she was pushing for them to go on without her and stuff.
Yeah. It's like, oh, you just gonna tell me to do drugs? All right, I guess so. I mean,
Yeah,
you
all right.
forced
Don't
my hand
mind
here.
if I do. And also like a getaway trip for like a little group like this, or it can be like a little bigger group. It's actually one of my favorite premises if it's done right. I've seen great ones that involve this story, but I've also seen terrible. So you got to do it right, and that's why I really appreciate the rental, like just as a standalone film.
Yeah.
It's
It's
the perfect way to seclude your characters with a easy premise that doesn't require like a lot of thought into it.
yeah, very contained, and I
Yeah.
like, appreciate that. Just simple.
I really like Charlie's relationship with the pug. He initially
Dude.
seems like he doesn't like it, and he's dancing with it when
I
he's
was
on
gonna
drugs.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Freddie as MVP, guys. Dude, that is such a cute little pug. He's the man.
Dude, okay, little trivia. Reggie, the pug, actually has 2 credits on IMDb.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was in my notes that like I kept looking because I was
His
on
name is
Prime.
Chunk.
Yeah, his real name is Chunk. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking on Prime, and you know how they pop up those cast things when you're watching, and
Yeah.
telling you who plays who. Yeah, I saw the name of the pug. I'm like, what the fuck? This is amazing.
Yeah, his name is Chunk. That's so cool.
That's
I think he's a
awesome.
Frenchie, honestly.
Yeah, I could see it.
French
Yeah.
bulldog.
Yeah,
I could see
But
it.
yeah.
because it's like I
That's
was looking
cool.
through the credits and they didn't have a picture for him. It's just a Chunk, and then his character is Reggie. I'm like, okay, that's awesome.
Oh, what the fuck? Why did I say Freddie? Yeah, it's Reggie. Oh my god, I wrote it down wrong in my notes. I think I was trying to do 2 things at once, like pay attention to the movie, and I put Freddie for some reason. My bad.
I liked it. They could have just called him by his real name.
Yeah,
Maybe they
Chunk,
didn't.
Chunk is nice.
Maybe they didn't want him to like come into the scene every time they talked about him though.
Yeah, definitely. And God, this Airbnb, this house, pretty nice one, and the environment around it is prime for this type of film, for this thriller. I really appreciate the location too.
Yeah, I like the location. It's very beautiful, and like I'm like, this is a prime rental spot.
Yeah,
It's nice.
yeah, and didn't realize it'd be near the water too. So pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's by a
Oh.
cliff.
And I made a mistake. We do have our perfect final girl. It's Reggie, our final boy.
Yeah, he's dude. I thought he was gone this whole movie. I was like, no, you fucking killed the dog, didn't you? No, I'm so happy that Dave Franco didn't do that to us.
He's too good of a guy. I don't think he'd go that dark.
No, no. But I mean, at the same time, I love The Thing, Andy, and they had to kill some dogs up in there.
They did.
God damn it. I'm never letting it go. Sorry.
Yep. They were talking about, I don't know, I like all the dialogue in this movie. They were
I do
talking about the asteroids and the dinosaurs at one point.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought Josh said gay people were afraid of asteroids. I'm like, what the fuck are they talking about? And then I realized when they got further in conversation, I'm like, oh, he said cave people.
Cave people. Oh my god. Okay, I can see where you missed it.
I'm like, that was such a weird line from him. Why would he say gay people are afraid of asteroids?
Yeah, like what the fuck is up with your thinking, man?
Yeah. He's still high.
Yeah, right. And the locked basement door underneath the deck is an enticing way to get the mystery and thrill going, though. Like,
Yeah.
you know something's up with that.
I love that he doesn't just ignore it. He tries a little code on it. He's like, oh, that would have been scary.
6'9", 6'9".
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That was the one he tried, didn't he?
I didn't actually see the code, but that's what I figured as soon as he said that.
Yeah. Also, I really appreciated this like editing aspect about it, but like the cut from them agreeing to the drugs to taking them and they're like already partying, in the living room is so funny and nice,
Yeah.
I love that, just that cut jump real quick. It just gets right into it.
Yeah, I love that too. I was like, yeah, they're about to go hard.
Yeah.
And then they're just dancing and stuff.
Dude.
Holding the dog, dancing with him.
Charlie was freaking funny when he was in, like, all of them on drugs and like drinking, and like also when Michelle finally does the next night. I've seen too many movies and shows where it's very bad acting that you're high and drunk, but these guys, it seemed very like natural and realistic, and I appreciated that.
Yeah. I like the part where she was messing around with the hot tub and they lost Reggie.
Oh,
and
right.
She looks up, she's like, oh, they lost the dog. And then it goes back to messing around with the hot tub.
Alison Brie is just in her own little world, and I love it. She killed it when she was just partying on her own. I'm like, you go, girl.
Yeah, it was pretty funny.
I just can't stop laughing thinking about it now. I'm playing the scenes through my head, Eric, now that you mentioned the hot tub and shit. She was really looking forward to the hot tub. Damn it, she never got her time.
I relate though. Like when we did our like trip and stuff, it was me and Eric and another guy, and we like that was one of the biggest things is we need a hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
It's an essential.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
absolutely.
Yeah, especially in that environment. I'm sure it felt super nice like that night, it's like, wow, that seems like a prime hot tub night,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
A little bit of a chill in the air or something, like looking at the stars, whatever. Yeah. And like, so when they're partying too, the first night, when Josh passes out while going to grab another one, is too relatable. Like, he just can't rally. I've seen way too many of my buddies, like some of those like party nights, just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna run up to my room real quick and like, grab something and I'll be right back down. Okay. Waiting for them. Time passes, they never come back, and yeah, you know where they're at in their bed.
Yeah.
Yep. Just passed out.
I know that very well because I've been that person a lot.
Oh, Andy, you're guilty, huh?
I'm just gonna lay down and then okay.
Yep.
I'm just gonna rest my eyes for a little second, for a moment.
Just a quick blink, just a long blink.
Yeah, just a quick long blink. Yeah, definitely. It's just too relatable. I just like how this movie seems like, it would be an actual trip that like actual people would go on. It's just really nice.
Yeah.
Besides the whole Airbnb, what was your title, Andy? The
Airbnb Strangler.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I do really dig that. If we get into the kills a little bit, like the sick hammer kill with our Jeremy Allen White.
Dude, holy, what a jump scare, right? Should we save the kills for a little bit and like until we get like through like the fucking cheating shower scene and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Dude, the keeping with the realism and making this seem like a real trip that like I would love to be on with these guys, other than the drama and the killing.
Oh, exactly.
I
Yeah.
like the little like that Michelle's so happy for her little plan that she made for her hike, and
Yeah.
having people that are all too over partied to go with, and then so it was just Michelle and Josh. Like, it was such a nice little scenic hike. I like that.
And yeah, I really appreciated that part too. I didn't mind that Charlie and Mina didn't go. I mean, of course, makes sense that they didn't go, those motherfuckers. But like Josh and Michelle's relationship together, I thought that was a really nice like sister-in-law, brother-in-law type relationship. You know, she's actually very kind to Josh and they just talk about stuff. It's not like an awkward hike, you know. It's like our significant others aren't here with us, so we're just not going to talk. And
Yeah,
no, it was a very nice moment. I thought it was sweet. Yeah, and also the whole time when Charlie and Mina are left alone, like especially like when they were chilling in the hot tub when Josh passes out on the couch, you can just feel what's coming and you're trying so hard to escape it, you know.
Yeah, I think I looked down for whatever reason, and I looked back up, and they were making out. I'm like, oh, yep, I saw that coming.
Yep. Escalation.
Yep.
I was like, no. As soon as I seen like him starting to get a little closer to her and want to share the jets, I'm like, don't fucking do it, you asshole.
I know. I'm like, you pieces of shit. You pieces of shit. You knocked that shit off right now. I was so mad. I like every time I watch this, I'm hoping for a different outcome. You know what I'm saying? With
Do not
movies
do
like
this to
that.
the bear, my boy.
Yeah, my boy. And dude, Alison Brie, I mean, she's just always the sweetest. You know, I love her as a performer, and I feel terrible that I didn't mention her on our actors and actresses episode, but she definitely would have been an honorable mention. And
Yeah.
did you mention, Andy, that she's married to Dave Franco?
No, I did not. Yeah.
Okay. Yep. The wife of Dave Franco, and it's just so nice that he got to direct her in this, and you know, be able to like trust her, she trusts him. You know.
There was a one question I was looking into for the casting department. Doesn't look like they had, like, their casting department just helped with the extras and stuff for this one. I was wondering what his connection was to Jeremy Allen White, if him and Franco are friends.
Oh, sure.
So I was like, that was an interesting casting because he's still like a smaller actor. So I thought it'd be cute if like those two were friends or something.
Yeah. I haven't seen anything on it, but like I wouldn't doubt it. I feel like they would get along, but also like maybe Franco was just a fan of his and just wanted him and like to try and kick up his career even more and help him out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, and Alison Brie, of course, makes sense in here.
Yeah, definitely. And okay, even though I absolutely despise the shower sex scene because of what happens, the dirty deed, it was shot very well, and the score in the background was awesome as well. Like, just really went together nicely.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty well done.
Right. Yeah, like Dave Franco just impresses me a couple times in this movie. I mean, pretty much throughout the whole movie, I can just like catch some things. I'm like, wow, okay, like you know what you're doing, man. You know?
Yeah, he likes to throw you off on what you expect's gonna happen. Sometimes it's like, yeah, you know what's gonna happen, like that hot tub thing.
Yes.
But other times it's like, well, I really thought, you know, that with the host was being really creepy. When he first leaves, he stops and like stares inside the window, and you hear that music, and then he drives off.
Yes.
And then you're just thinking like, oh yeah, something's really off about this guy. And then he actually like he comes in the middle of, I think they were outside on the lake or something, and then they come back and
the telescope.
The telescope was in there.
Yep.
Yeah,
It
he brought him
just
beer.
like starts to add up to like, okay, this guy is the creep, and we gotta watch out for him. So we
Yeah.
already getting like creepy vibes from him.
Would you guys have left at that point?
Well, it's interesting because I think it's just how they frame it, because it's almost really like a sweet thing. It's just, of course, taken in the wrong way,
Mhm.
Yeah.
because she really wanted to look at the stars and stuff, and he's like, okay, like he maybe phrased it wrong, but like, and the initial tensions, of course, with the awkwardness with Mina, uh,
Yes.
hurt it a little bit. But I feel like you could frame that in a good light of like, oh, he brought the telescope so she could look at the stars. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, even though he's a racist piece of shit.
Yeah,
But
and
yeah.
but you could see like to people that he likes, of course, that he would be a really good host. Like he brought beer over and alcohol or whatever it was, and yeah, when he's
Yeah,
not being a racist asshole, he sounds
right.
like he'd be a decent host.
Being a normal human being. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Fucking alien. Charlie and Mina do not deserve Michelle and Josh. Oh my god.
I
I'm just
Yeah.
know.
still so mad. And also, yeah, to make matters worse, like when uh, Josh and Michelle go on that hike, just them two, Charlie and Mina are left alone again,
I
while the other
know.
two like are so unaware of anything that happened.
Yeah. And
Well,
then yeah, they have no
yeah.
clue. And then I'm just like, okay, they're alone again. They're just gonna do the same thing. This is a cliche. This is what always happens. They're like, oh, we can't do that again. And then they go and do it again and again. But like, yeah, surprisingly it didn't happen again. They kind of learn from their mistake.
Definitely.
It's unfortunate that Jeremy Allen White didn't see this coming a little bit, because
Right.
he's on the hike and he's explaining. He's like, yeah, no, my brother, he has a history of sleeping around with just random girls and doing bad things with relationships, as he leaves his hungover girlfriend at the house with him all alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm kind of surprised. It's kind of that
Like,
like
trust him too much.
yeah, that like blissful ignorance, or
Yeah.
however that phrase goes. And
Yeah.
like even Charlie and Michelle's meet cute too, that like they're talking about on the hike. It has a bit of a hint with Charlie's tendencies. Like, do we sense a pattern? I think so.
Mhm.
Because he was dating somebody else when he met her,
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then the
you know?
previous one as well.
Exactly. That's the part she didn't know when Josh brought that up. So I was like, oh shit, he's in
Yeah.
trouble.
Well,
Hmm.
once is a coincidence, but twice you're like,
Yeah.
Yeah, there's the pattern.
That's a
Yeah.
pattern.
Oh, definitely.
yeah. It's sadly, like, of course you should be able to trust your brother, and like that. Not only did he cheat on someone, because they're both together and are with partners, but he cheated on his brother, or with his brother's girlfriend, and like it's
Yes.
just like an extra.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an extra kind of stab. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, really? Like, you had to go there?
Yeah, I'm like, this, that your brother just got out of prison recently, and like he's trying to repair his life, and you go and do that to him.
Exactly. Yeah, God, you're not really helping this journey for him. Damn. How supportful are you,
Yep.
And also like the way Dave Franco adds these little indicators of a thriller, I felt like he did a very good job, especially like, the close-up shot of the shower head, and you're like, "Oh, okay." You know? And
Yeah.
then it's revealed that a camera's in there. It's just he kind of looms on these things, and then it totally makes sense.
Yeah. I wonder if the Strangler's going to use those in the future. Now that they're very obvious.
Yeah.
I'm like, I probably would have seen that. I don't know if I would have known it's a camera, but
Right.
like, yeah, it wasn't
Well,
very
who's staring
unnoticeable.
at the shower head while they're showering,
True.
Unless, I
I
don't
don't
know,
like
kind of a
stare at it,
one-off
but
occurrence.
I don't know. I
You
feel
want
like you look at it sometime when you're showering.
you get
I
some water in your
guess.
eyes.
Yeah.
You just look straight up to Eric. You
Yeah.
just gave me a very funny
You get a
visual
good
now,
look
like,
at this.
huh, I want to look at the shower. Ah, yeah, like,
Yeah.
Or like, especially if it's a shower you're not familiar with, though. Like, it could be one of those adjustable ones, and you mess with it.
Oh, yeah. I
oh,
suppose.
I'm sure they weren't very worried about adjusting the shower head when they were,
Mhm.
those
Yeah.
shitheads.
I
And
loved.
oh,
Sorry,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Andy. No, you go ahead.
Maybe it's getting into that a little bit, but I loved how many cameras there were. I like that it
Yes.
They
wasn't
were
just us.
everywhere.
Yeah, and didn't even realize it. Like, it's crazy when that's revealed, right?
I love the
Yeah.
little not the metal detector, the smoke detector on the ceiling. He just
Yep.
replaces an entirely different one.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And like, yeah, once the shower cam is revealed, like now things are getting very interesting, and your head kind of starts spinning. Like,
Yeah.
you know, do you guys think there are other? Have you seen other films with a shower cam like that?
No, I actually didn't think that they were a thing because
Me
of like
either.
water and stuff and
I
plumbing.
wouldn't, not one there, but I've seen like other content. I feel like with cameras in showers.
Yeah.
Okay, definitely.
No, Psycho doesn't do that. Psycho does have a shower scene. I don't
Yeah.
know.
But like not like hidden cameras in showers.
Yeah, like it's how they're shooting it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I get you, Andy.
Yeah. And I feel like there's a camera movie. I can't remember. It's like a horror movie.
Oh
13
yeah, with
cameras
the
or something.
sweaty dude in the basement.
Yeah.
I think it was
I
called
feel like that one
Oh.
had something like that.
REC.
Yeah, you might be right.
Okay. Yeah. I
Yep.
think I know what you
Yep,
guys are
that's the
talking about.
one.
That's the one.
Yeah, there's actually 4 of them.
Oh, also, I just remembered too with Michelle partying on her own. Like, she really needs a pick me up after she learns this revelation from Josh on the hike, and like when she's really pissed off at Charlie. And yeah, go off, Queen. And when she's having fun and she starts to like kind of make fun of the host's ass crack.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that, dude? That was such a good piece of comedy. I'm like, wow.
Yeah. And she's like, sorry, I'm really high right now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? Why would you tell him that?
Yeah. No shit. Oh my god. And then yeah, when Reggie isn't coming, when Josh is calling, I almost want to be done with the movie, if I didn't know that Reggie would come back at the end. I was like, fuck, Reggie's gone.
I was pretty upset about that too. It's like, no, he's gone. I thought the worst happened. I thought he was like dead, you know what I mean? Like, I suppose it's one of those things that, Dave Franco wanted us to think is that, the landlord's abducting the dog and messing with them in subtle ways.
Yeah.
I like how real the owner is though, Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, no, and take your dog, man. I love dogs, but he doesn't even question like that you're not supposed to have dogs there.
He did,
but he doesn't
yeah.
push it. Like he's like, I'm sorry for your like dog being gone. I'm not gonna like continue to say like chastise you for it.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
Because he could have went like, oh, you shouldn't have had a dog here. I'm gonna charge you for that or something.
Right. Then it would have been a little more suspicious that, yeah, maybe he did take Reggie,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then the escalation, the shower camera scene with Mina confronting Taylor. Oh my God, so tense.
Yeah, he was just about to leave too. It was all going to be okay.
I know.
But then, I mean, I get it though. Like that's pretty upsetting to have cameras in the shower. Like,
yeah. Dude, but that like tense drop when Taylor looks at the camera and like you see his reaction and you're like, it's not him.
Right. Yeah. It was a genuine reaction. Yeah. It's like, I don't know who put that there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what kind of prank you're going to pull. And then he's like threatening to call him the cops himself. Like, yeah, I don't think he did it. And right. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And then I immediately thought like, oh, it's his brother. He mentioned a brother.
Yep. That's what I thought next.
Actually, yeah, I was kind of thinking that too. But yeah, then your head is really spinning at the moment, and then it escalates even more when Josh comes into a misunderstood situation.
Yeah,
like fuck.
Josh comes in and he just beats the shit out of him, knocks him out, and he's just passed out in the tub.
Yeah,
and then yeah, while they were going to see what to do, then some random dude comes in and kills him. So it's like, one of two things. His brother really hates him, or it's not his brother.
Yes, yeah, that's my next thought too, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was really creepy when he just comes in real quick and just dispatches him, you know?
He's
yeah.
quick.
Just the whole movie, I'm just like throwing out guesses. I'm like, what is happening? I can only guess that this is what's happening. And
Yeah.
yeah, it only made sense at the end. It was good.
I do really like that they weren't all in on it. Like Michelle was totally like, I'm not gonna have all this on my conscience. Like, I'm sorry
Very
about your
true.
brother, but we should call this
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
Usually it's a plan that everyone comes up with. It's like, yeah, let's do that. Let's just do this crazy idea that probably would land us in jail if we got
Yeah.
well, definitely would land us in prison if we got caught.
Usually there's an
But-
excuse from each person, like, I can't get kicked out of my school or something, so I'm gonna have to help.
Oh, I've seen so many plots
Yep.
like that. Yeah, I totally know
Yeah.
what you guys are saying. And I see another plot device here that like I can appreciate, you know?
Yeah.
And it also like really bums me out that Josh and everyone else believes Josh killed him. You know, like
Yeah.
he's messed up a couple times, but really unfortunate his hot head got to him. And then he
Yeah.
believes he killed him.
I mean, it's the only explanation they could come up with. I mean, he couldn't have just. I mean, I would like. It'd be weird to assume that somebody came in and killed him, like suffocated him
Yeah.
Yeah.
while they were out there talking.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably just thought the injuries were too great. But yeah, it would make sense.
Right.
I
What would- Oh, you go ahead, Andy.
I wasn't expecting this to turn into a full-on kill fest after that. I was like, okay,
Yeah.
now the rest is going to be trying to hide the body and prevent Josh from going to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they get Michelle out in the woods and like, oh fuck, he's going for all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
I'm like,
I
this
that
isn't
know.
dude
personal,
came
this
in like a
isn't-
track
yeah.
star.
Yeah.
This is just
definitely.
about killing.
No. Yeah. And like I was gonna ask you guys too, like what would you guys do with this dead body in this situation? Like if you were in their shoes. I'm not saying like, you know, if you were in
Yeah,
the movie.
I don't know. I definitely
His-
wouldn't want my friend to go to prison or my brother or I
Yeah.
guess yeah. I don't know. That's a tough call. Obviously, like morally wouldn't want to, hide the body and stuff. But
Yeah.
like objectively probably would hide the body, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
If that makes
I
sense.
mean,
Yes.
like, yeah, either you're
Best case scenario, we don't get caught and the body is hidden and it works.
Right.
And that's
yeah,
all we
either
got.
like in this scenario, we're either the one that thinks we killed him or we're the brother. Either way,
Yeah.
you're like, shit, we can't just call the cops right away.
If
Yeah.
we went out and like found Michelle, then I could be like, okay, somebody going out here killing people. Then we could just go call the cops. But that wasn't the
Yeah.
case. We were just going to go hide the body.
Yeah, I don't know. You could have done something like, since the blood's already over the bathroom, like slipping in there. I don't know if I would have thrown him off the cliff like they did.
Oh my god. And when the body gets caught on the rock, I was like, oh no, oh no.
Yeah, and Josh has to go down there and move it.
Yeah, he started climbing down there. I'm like, that is the dumbest idea.
dude,
ever.
oh,
I
I
saw
thought he
that
was gonna
clip.
slip.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna slip and crack his head open, and that was it. But I can't believe he
and then
pulled
you
it
have to
off.
explain 2 deaths.
Yeah,
Right. It's pretty realistic how they go about it, honestly. Like, yeah, just pushing the body off the cliff. And then of course it gets caught on a rock, you know.
yep.
Yep.
It's not like,
Couldn't go
oh,
perfect.
bye, you know, that's done.
I liked how well the murders for Charlie and Michelle were done.
Mhm.
Like, it was believable that Charlie would run out there.
Yes. Yeah, holy crap. That hammer, dude, he just went boom, boom, boom. Like,
Yep.
done. And I thought, like, I'm glad the camera didn't linger too much on the kills and like show too much. It was like you just know what's happening.
Mhm.
And it's not too quick. Like sometimes movies will do like just a quick snapshot of it and then done, like move on from it. But like it's brutal.
You'd
and
see
quick.
a split shot of the hammer connecting and then cutting away.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Like not showing too much, not showing too little. It was right in the sweet spot. I thought.
Yep.
Yeah.
Josh then runs around the house yelling at Mina after he finds out about the texts, like them sleeping together.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "I'm gonna kill him. I'm gonna kill Charlie." And like,
Oh
oh,
yeah.
you should have said that on camera, man. And it didn't
Dude.
matter anyways.
Yeah.
Gets knocked out like 10 seconds later.
Dude, yeah. Did you guys jump when that happened?
Yeah, he
I was
came out
pretty
of nowhere, dude.
surprised. Yeah.
That was a very like creative way, I thought. I haven't seen anything really like that. It was just boom. Oh my God. And like I wasn't expecting Josh to get killed that quick. I thought it
Yeah.
would go on a little longer.
Yeah, he didn't get a chance to fight back. I'm like, okay, get up, man, get up. And then
Yeah.
final hammer thwack. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, wait, he's just gone.
Yeah.
flew his
Yeah.
head.
Like that's it. Oh, for sure. And like kind of backtracking a little bit, when the killer kind of like comes up behind them when they're all walking back,
Yeah.
to the house, I thought that was really well done too. Just very like subtle.
Mhm.
And like nothing really happened with it, but you're like, oh fuck,
Yeah. I liked when you get to the end and it almost looks like they're going to reveal the killer a little bit. I'm like, oh, we're going to find out. It looks like he's about to take off his mask, or he or she, and then Reggie walks in there, and I'm like, it was Reggie the whole time.
The big reveal. Oh,
He's still in his little carrier, just running
Yeah.
around somewhere.
yeah. No, I was waiting to see the face of the killer, but like honestly, I'm okay with it. Like I think I like it more.
I think this is meant to be more of a message movie against, like, just being protective of like when you travel. I felt like there was a message about rentals in this because, I mean, the title, of course, and then because they show us more after this.
Well, okay. Well,
Yeah.
what's the awareness here? Are you like
to
saying like
say-
check for cameras because it could be linked to a serial killer who's gonna kill you all?
No, it's just, I think he's saying like, hey, it's cool that we're getting cheaper hotels, but like these are like could be run by anyone. Like
Yeah, I
you shouldn't
suppose.
just jump into something without.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I get you. Like for
Be wary of
convenience and stuff. Yeah.
Where
'Cause
you
there's-
rent and stuff.
There's so much like cachet around Airbnbs. It's just being safe in our current time. Like no one thinks
Yeah.
like, oh, you're gonna get murdered at one.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that can lead people into really bad circumstances where you get really bad landlords and stuff.
hmm
Just because you're like, okay, it's an Airbnb, it's safe.
Yeah, that's an interesting way to look at it. I actually
Yeah.
didn't really think about that, but there could be. There could be. I haven't seen any interviews or read up on it, but yeah, you have a good point there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
At
And
least- yeah, because they emphasize it at the end, like he's continuously doing this. I don't know.
yeah, oh, that sequence, God, it's so creepy. I'm like, fuck. Yeah. Just like we said on the previous episodes. Here I go killing again.
Again. Yeah, what's with the 2x speed kill at the very end, the last shot? He just fucking like speed walks up to the last person to thwack him.
Dude, that
Oh,
was
you
so
remember that?
creepy. Yeah, that was
He was like on
So
2
weird.
times on the camera or something.
yeah. Oh my God. I don't know. It was a really quick boom. Yeah. And then done.
Yeah.
And- oh, also, I suppose we kind of skipped over it, but like, it's kind of ironic how Mina went off the cliff. Like, yeah, kind of
Oh, yeah.
killed herself
Do you
instead
think
of.
do you think she lived?
I don't think so. Just
Because
like
we didn't see a body, right?
no, we didn't. You're
We
right.
didn't.
Yeah. I want to say
Rental
she
2,
did.
Where
Yeah.
she survives and tries to warn people about rentals and
Mina returns. Stay away from Airbnbs.
yeah, and then they're like, nah, it'll be fine.
Learn to
You
miss
know,
the
the
rock.
classic oblivious group of people like walking themselves into very dangerous situations.
You don't understand. Yeah. Oh man. It's just it was I it popped into my head when she was running too away from the killer. I was like, oh fuck, because it's not really sticking in your mind. Oh, there's a cliff
Yeah.
somewhere around here. Be careful. But then like right before she goes off, I was like, oh no, like something's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought she was just gonna trip or something. I thought it was gonna be more than that, but and she's just gone. And I'm like,
Yeah,
is that it? Because like I mean, she got pretty crafty on like how to get out of the house and stuff, and fighting the guy, stabbed him in the face.
I
So I
know.
thought she was gonna be the one that got away, but didn't seem like it.
I thought there would be one survivor. So,
Right?
but
Yeah.
yeah, I do
Nothing.
like the way it goes. It's just like, oh fuck. It's just kind of a sinking feeling. It's like none of
Yeah.
them made it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then
Yeah.
you get to see all the next friend group. I thought that
Y-
was cool during the outro credits.
Yeah, same. His whole process, like kind of showing like how he goes about doing this, I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
like. It's not over explaining it or something like that. It just shows that nice sequence, and it's so dark. It's so dark. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. Because at first I was thinking like he must have been the guy that was the actual host, right? And the other guy
Well,
was like a front or something.
that's also what I was wondering. I'm like, because we seen in the outro credits him booking one. I'm like, wait, he's
Yeah.
putting this under his own name? How did he not get caught?
Yeah, so that's how he does it. I think he so nobody's gonna think it was the guy that rented it, however many times ago, right?
Previously, yeah, like
Yeah.
sometime previously, for sure.
So
Yeah.
he rents these things, puts cameras in them, and then just leaves. He's not renting it anymore, according to the books.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
Yeah. And then, just waiting for the new
Yeah.
guests to arrive. And then, like, he can already monitor what they're doing, and he can kind of plan out when he's going to do something, I guess.
Yeah. I was wondering if he was just like a perv and he just wanted to spy on them, and then like the only reason he killed them was because he got caught, or it was just he's a serial killer and that's
I think
like
he's
his
just a
sole
serial killer.
I think he's
motivation.
I think he's a serial killer.
I
I get
suppose.
your question there, though, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's how it went down.
Yeah.
Do you guys think the events would have been totally different if they didn't if Josh didn't beat Taylor in the tub?
Maybe.
I think he still would have killed him, but I don't know, it would have been it would have been different. Yeah.
I just find that interesting that, like,
because if Taylor was still alive, he would know about the cameras, and
yes,
if he left, yeah. Well, he probably
if he was able to get away,
yeah.
It probably would have been dramatically different if he was like able to get away. But the fact that he wasn't, like, he's the first to die. Yeah, he probably would have called the cops. He was about to call the cops until they got into that fight.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. If nothing happened to him, the cops would have showed up and somebody would have got arrested or something. I don't know, but
yeah, definitely. Yeah, good thought. Yeah, I was just kind of wondering because it's interesting how something just randomly happens before this is all probably going to go down anyways.
Yeah. So yeah, it's an interesting thought.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Oh man, it was really fun to discuss all of that. I'm glad to hear your guys' thoughts, and yeah, I just really enjoy this movie. It's one of my comfort thrillers that I can just watch over and over.
Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah.
Also, I said that the movie that I thought I was talking about was called Wreck. It's not called Wreck. It's called 13 Cameras.
Okay.
It's kind of the same thing, and then the creepy guy is actually in the basement watching them.
I've heard of that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. It's not like a great movie, but like I think it's like Human Centipede. not like a great movie on its own, but like I feel like it's just like the spectacle of it is what it's where it's at.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've
So
been
I mean,
wondering if
check
I
it
should
out if
check it
you
out.
want, but
um,
be aware.
yeah, kind of go in cautiously, right?
13 cameras. Yeah, I think I've seen this one before.
So Andy was correct, like right away,
Yeah,
and then
there's
Eric, you had to go and screw it up.
I know
and there's sequels 14 cameras and 15 cameras.
that's what it was. Yeah, there's actually 3 of those movies for some reason.
Yeah, I don't
Also-
remember it being good.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. But you got me curious. Since the dog in this movie had 2 acting credits, I'm like, what animal has the most acting credits? And it would be Crystal the monkey.
A monkey, huh?
Yeah,
Sounds like for
she
older
has
movies.
30 acting credits,
Oh wow.
all in the movies of Hangover Part 2, Night
Yeah.
at the Museum, like
Oh,
pretty much every movie of that
shit.
franchise.
I recognize her now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Is she in
amazing.
Anaconda at all?
Anaconda.
There's a
Don't
cute little
think
monkey
so.
in that one.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I just remembered Andy. Wow, that's a blast from the past. Anaconda. Oh my god.
Yeah, it must be a different movie. I don't see it here. But like, yeah, that's pretty interesting. 30 acting credits from a monkey.
Yeah.
Oh wow, she's putting in work.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah, animals that have acting credits. It's just so interesting to me. It's so funny. I mean, yeah, work with the ones that are really well trained, I suppose,
Right? Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like Huskies would probably be some of the highest ones because of stuff like Airbuds and all those series. Or
Yeah.
not
Yeah,
Airbuds,
like,
think,
Buds.
like
I
snow
think
dogs.
it's mostly German shepherds.
Oh, okay. That'd be quite a popular dog one too.
Like
Yeah.
Beethoven.
Oh
You
yeah,
guys watch
Beethoven too.
growing
Yep.
up?
And golden
Yeah.
retrievers because of Air Bud, and I know Tom Hanks had a golden retriever in You've Got Mail, I want to
Hmm.
say.
Marley
Yeah.
and Me.
Oh my god, don't bring that shit up. You motherfucker. I'm gonna start crying on the pod right now.
Sad for a week.
Just that broke my childhood. Dang.
Yeah. What have you guys been watching lately?
Well, last night tried to check out Dead Snow.
Yeah.
Per your guys' recommendation, and like the tired ass that I was last night, I fell asleep halfway through. But it wasn't because it was boring. I was really enjoying myself until I fell asleep. And then I kind of woke up in a daze, and I was like, okay, I'll continue that later. So might finish that today. Trying to think of other things. Yeah, nothing super new lately. I watched Theater Camp with my wife, and that's a Hulu original. I didn't mention it on the show before, right?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Okay.
so.
Yeah, it's a really good comedy movie where this small theater camp, it's kind of like a summer camp, but like, yeah, it's kind of low budget theater camp, and like all these theater kids that take it so seriously, and like just a lot of different personalities going around. And the woman that is in The Bear, Ao, what's her last name? She's the young chef that joins Carmi.
Yeah, I know who you mean.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember her last name.
Yeah, she's a teacher at the theater camp, like a brand new one, because they had to cut quite a few teachers, like professional teachers, because they were running low on budget.
Oh,
And she lies on her resume. It's not a spoiler, but she lies on her resume that she knows a bunch about theater. She has no idea what she's doing. It's so hilarious. And Ben Platt is a teacher also in there. Do you guys know who he is at all?
Mm-mm.
He was in like Dear Evan Hansen. He does a lot of like musical stuff. He was in Pitch Perfect, but he's really funny in it too. And yeah, oh man, it's a fun hang. movie, and I think it got nominated for its script and everything. And I know one of my friends that lives out in LA. One of her editor friends worked on it, so she suggested it.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Her last name was Edibiri, by the way.
There we go. Ao Edibiri. Okay. Yeah, I like her a lot. She's very good.
Yeah.
And that's it. What about you guys?
Yeah. You got one, Eric?
Yeah, I started watching this show on Netflix called Obliterated. It's like this spy group that get done with the mission, and they start partying afterwards. But then the Pentagon calls them for another mission, and they're all like already messed up, like on drugs and a ton of alcohol, and they have 7 hours to disarm a nuke or whatever. So it's hilarious, and they're like going through Vegas. It's like some action, but like a lot of comedy. Action comedy. It's great.
Wow, that seems super interesting. I haven't even heard of it, so I'm glad you mentioned it.
Yeah, Obliterated.
Okay,
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yep.
Okay,
I see this
awesome.
one pop up. I almost thought it was one of the Hemsworth brothers. But his name
Yeah, I thought that was
Dano.
too. I'm like, I just keep seeing Chris Hemsworth, but it's not him.
Yeah.
Built like him, but it's not him.
Huh.
Hmm.
Oh, you're Jason Montezukas? Is that how you say it? Is Bear Hunter?
Dude, Jason Mantzoukas.
Mantzoukas.
Yeah.
I love him. Oh my god, he's so funny in anything he's in. He just brings it every time. He just pops up in these random things, and I love it.
Yeah, he's hilarious. They're all hilarious. I love it.
He has such a distinct voice too.
Yeah, it's like 8 episodes. I think I'm on like the 6th one now, so I'm finishing it up, and it's a great time.
Almost done. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, you guys know I started Fall of House Usher. Don't have enough to really speak on yet, but I like.
Finally.
Yeah, it's about time.
I got a recommend-ish and then a hard recommend. They made a new reality TV show version, which I watched through, called Squid Game: The Challenge. It's very unlikable people, as most reality shows have.
Awesome.
But if you like the games and you want more of it, I liked it. It was a fun time after you get past the first episode.
Okay. I still need to watch the original Squid Game. Like, I'm really still looking forward to it. I just don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet.
Yeah, it's good.
I believe it.
It's really good.
Awesome.
Well,
That's fun.
My real recommend is a game show movie that is very close to my heart. It's called Circle from 2015.
Oh.
Not the one with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, please not that one. That is a horrid movie.
I don't really know anyone in this movie. It's all it's like a lower budget movie, but the basic premise is that about 50 people wake up in this very dark room, and they're all standing on these red circles, and no one knows what's going on, and a lot of theories fly, and there's a random black orb in the middle of the room that they're all surrounding, and you have to make some hard decisions throughout this movie to kill people, and it's a really good social experiment movie. I liked it a lot. I could not recommend it anything more.
Dang, it's on my list. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet, but I always like hear of it, and yeah, even especially after you recommending it, I'm definitely gonna watch it. It sounds really good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's on Netflix right now. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay, I can hop on that.
All right.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah. Anything else?
No, I think that's all I got.
That's it for me.
Alrighty. Same here.
Yeah. Next time here, we're going to be covering one of Eric's picks.
We will see. It'll be surprise movie in next episode.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. A little surprise for all. Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we'll see what it is.
Okay. Awesome. All right. I'm looking forward to it, Eric.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, as always, check the description, and I've always got the next movie down there, so keep an eye on that to see what we're going to be covering next. Yeah,
Perfect.
and if you guys want to reach out and send us any recommendations for Eric to pick his movie, you can shoot us messages at hasjustopinionspod at Gmail or on Instagram, and then always message us on Discord.
Yeah, it'd be great if you could help me out. Give me something good.
Please help Eric. He needs help.
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 Yeah. And don't be afraid to give us some stars if you're on the Spotify's, or review if you're on Apple Podcasts. It helps us out.
Really appreciate everyone's support, and thank you for listening.
We will see you guys next time.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Our hearts are free, so tell me what's wrong with